at number 11. At number 10, we are going with the Wings. I don't think the Wings are very good. I know there are a lot of people that probably like the Dallas Wings because they like Paige Bueckers. They think Enrique is a winning basketball player. They think Nalissa Smith ISO post touches is going to win you basketball games. They think allowing Dejanay to go ISO is going to win you basketball games. They think Chris Sides is a good coach. They think them trying to put belt to ass to the Toyota Antelopes means anything. This team's not good. This is possibly the worst defensive team in the WNBA. This team has the worst defensive power forward in Alyssa Smith. They have Maisha Hines-Allen, who it's not the bubble anymore. Maisha Hines-Allen is just, again, is fine. Like Maisha Hines-Allen, she's fine. They gave her a max contract. They're probably going to start her at the 5. Better option than Tiara McCann. Kayla Charles, nothing really. Paige, probably rookie of the year favorite. Let's be real. Paige, probably rookie of the year favorite. Isaiah James and JJ Quinterly are probably going to share minutes. But like, Tiara McCown barely saw the floor in Turkey this year. Like, Tiara McCown came off the bench overseas. What? I don't understand why everyone's like, Tiara McCown is a starter because of size. I don't care. I don't care that she's 6'7". And why should they care that she's 6'7"? I'm sorry. It's like saying that Boban should start in the NBA just because he's 7'4" for size. I have no clue who what Geisel sold her. I have absolutely no clue. I don't know what she is going to bring. I have no idea. I rate Maddie Seegers very highly as an offensive player. Defensively, she's better than Alyssa Smith. That's all I'm going to say. Dejanay is, again, Dejanay's Dejanay. Dejanay's a lockdown defender. Absolutely lockdown. But this season will show how much Dejanay was kind of helped by Alyssa Thomas being the anchor. Helped by Dewana Bonner being the weak side help defender. And I still think he's going to be a really good defender. And Enrique is Enrique. Enrique is going to do Enrique things. The one kind of like thing that I will say is they've one of the best bench players in the WNBA in Ty Harris. Ty Harris was a really good starter. A really, really good starter last season for the Connecticut Sun. And having Ty Harris off the bench is good. Like realistically, if you're going to start out your quote unquote best 5, you're playing Dejanay at the 4. You're playing Dejanay at the 4. You're going Paige, Enrique, Ty Harris. You're going 3-guard lineup. You're going with your best team, probably Maisha Hines-Allen at the 5 and going ultra small ball. But you're probably not doing that. Maybe that team could be too small. But overall, this team has no defenders. Like JJ Quinterly is a good defender. I don't know how much he's going to play. Paige is not a good does not look like a good defender at the WNBA level. She looked lost against the Wings. She's going to be fine. Long term, she's going to be fine. She's smart enough. She's good enough weak side. She's good enough as a smart, like her IQ on the defensive end is high enough that she'll eventually be a defender. I think she's going to be targeted as a rookie on the defensive end in the similar way to what Caitlin Clark was targeted. She's a better defender than Caitlin, but she's not. She was a good defender in college as a system defender. This team, I don't know if they have any defensive system. They ran a 2-2-1 press or trap. They ran a full court trap. I understand it was against Toyota Antelopes. Do you think you can run this coach thinks he can run a full court trap in pro basketball. This coach thinks he can run a full court trap in pro basketball. Nope. Can't even run that in Irish pro basketball. Like there was one team that ran a 2-2-1 full court trap in the league that I coached in. And to be fair, bad teams just kept throwing it into it. They ran the trap for one possession against us. We broke the trap once and they went out after one possession. Any competent coach would beat a full court trap. And that's what they ran for a large chunk of the game against the Toyota Antelopes. Like half of their players play the same position. You've got a whole bunch. Your backup center is 6'1". There's been talk about Nalissa Smith playing center. We've seen a season of Nalissa Smith minutes at center. Nalissa Smith's a better small forward than center. There were some Nalissa Smith small forward minutes with Temi and Aaliyah on the floor where she looked okay because she can drive. She is going to get eaten alive by every center, and she might start at the center position because as bad as Nils Smith is a center, I think she's a fine power forward. She's a lot better at center than Tiara McCowan. She's better than Tiara McCowan just in general. Tiara McCowan will get cooked on every pick and roll. The only times Tiara McCowan looked good last season was when she played against Aaliyah Boston, who cannot guard anyone bigger than her. That's the only times Tiara McCowan looked good last year, was coming up against Aaliyah Boston. And in fairness, the Wings versus the Fever were some of the best games last season because they were all incredible games because no one played any defense. This is a team that, for me, I would have them in 11 or 12 if it wasn't for the fact they're not trying to lose. They won 9 games last season. The Dallas Wings can afford to win. They can afford to win 16 games this year. Go 16-28. They can afford to win 16 and still have a good chance at the number 1 pick. And I don't see this team winning more than 18 games. If they win 18 games, it should be considered a good season. Because, let's be real, you've lost Natasha Howard, you replaced her with Alyssa Smith. Not as good. You have lost Satu and replaced her with Paige. Not as good. Ty Harris is a good addition. Dejanay is a good addition. But you've also got a worse coach than Latricia Trammell. So I just don't see the Dallas Wings. And they start off the season playing against, like, that's a hell start. Minnesota, first game. Seattle, who early on in the season before, like, Seattle are a team where it's like they might just get injured. If they don't get injured, the Seattle Storm are genuinely a really good team, especially early on in the year. Then you play the Minnesota Lynx again, and you play the Dream, who are looking really good right now. Okay, you get to the 28th of May, and you're playing against the Connecticut Sun, but you're then facing the Chicago Sky in 2 games in a row, are you facing the Sky twice in a row? I think you're facing the Sky twice in a row, and that's not easy. That's not easy at all. And I understand they beat down the Toyota Antelopes, but like, it's the Toyota Antelopes. I don't care. Just like I don't care that the Liberty almost lost to them. I'm not judging. I'm not making any assumptions based on the Liberty almost losing to the Toyota Antelopes. But yeah, the only positive is you're not losing anyone to Eurobasket. That's like the only positive with the Dallas Wings. You're not losing anyone to Eurobasket. And Arike will win you some games. Arike will lose you a lot of games, but she'll win you some games. There are going to be games where Arike does Arike things and it works out, and you're going to win them. Like 18 games, I think, is the max they win. 18-26 should be seen as a really positive season. 15 wins is my prediction. 15-29 is my prediction for this team. And I think it's going to be a really, really tough. It's going to be a really tough rookie season for Paige. And not that Paige is going to lead the WNBA in turnovers. Not that Paige is going to have any stinker games. But she's not going to touch the ball enough. She's not going to touch the ball enough. And if teams actually put their guards on Paige, I think she's going to be happy giving the ball up and sitting in the corner. They're good defensive guards. But yeah, that is my prediction for the team that are going to be 10th in the WNBA.